A city that doesn't sleep. It's a rivalry that dates back more than 115 years, and it's a building that has seen its fair share of battles like Seton Hall and St. John's. One more time here at Madison Square Garden. Ali Frazier, Marciano Lewis, Jason Benetti, Bill Raftery, and then this game here tonight, you have to imagine.
Yeah. I've slept in this city, though. On occasion.
Intentionally?
But what a great performance tonight. I'm expecting. Now, we were in Houston, saw some great defense with Kelvin Sampson. These two teams match it. All out, every trip. If you don't, you're yanked. The big thing, again, up front, Ejiofor is just playing magnificent there, both ends of the floor. They got to match it, and Seton Hall's got to shoot the ball from deep.
They just haven't very well this year, just over 30% from three. They're trying to break a two-game losing streak. Starting lineups sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. For Seton Hall, you have Mike Williams, who is the son of Mo, former NBA champ, along with Bud Clark, who stirs the drink, you could say, for St. John's. Ian Jackson has gotten better and better and better this year. Osiah Sellers has shot it well recently. And those three forwards, Rick Pitino's found something with those three forwards, Raph.
And I think he loves the rotation. Mitchell is one of those kids that runs the floor, rebounds, pushes, terrific defender, exciting at the rim. You said a city that never sleeps and stirs the drink. It's a tough way to start in New York.
Look, I know your audience. How about Rick Pitino already talking to Bill Covington Jr., by the way? The whistle's going to be important in this game for him and Shaheen Holloway.
Absolutely, because they do guard with energy, always in the right spots. Coaches really dictate and work at that end of the floor, expecting a lot of scoring off turnovers or mistakes.
What will the pace be? St. John's loves to go fast. Seton Hall likes to just drag you into a grinder. Off we go from Madison Square Garden. What's the protocol when it's out of bounds? What do you say about the defense?
I just wait for a talented playman carry it till the ball is inbounded.
Give it a couple days. Maybe Ian will swoop in. Here we go.
There we go. Seton Hall Pirates go a little. Jason Benetti. Thank you.
Don't they know who's here? Like, just have a legal jump.
We do.
Here is Zuby Ejiofor, such a connector from the forward spot.
And passes and rolls beautifully. Also, it's an open middle when he's out high.
Here's Ian Jackson, long range off the window. It's an offensive rebound for Dylan Mitchell.
That's what he does. Second chances, good D, good protection.
Seton Hall, one of the best steals teams in the country, and they'll go right to the rim for the opening two. A.J. Seton McCray.
A tough kid. Need a big game from him. Struggling a little bit from three, but gets in that lane and can finish.
They had Kadari Richmond a couple years ago who has the same type of skill set. Just get to the foul line, draw whistles.
Fighting over the top, good help. Payne, look at this collaboration. Just sensational.
Williams just took it away from him. Williams on the reverse. That's no good. Second chance is there. Payne down low.
They are rejuvenated, Seton Hall. They just go at you. They've had the habit of getting behind, as we talked about. It's just amazing if they can stay close and not give up some easy points. Stay in contact.
That Creighton game, they were dead to rights on January the 4th. They were down 16, came back and won. They almost came back against UConn a couple games ago.
Marquette, they did it.
Yeah.
That's his game right there, that middle game.
Well, if the NBA, the Knicks play here, positionless basketball, Dylan Mitchell is that guy for Rick Pitino.
McDonald's All-American versus Texas, Cincinnati. Got some energy on the floor.
Great near the rim, 10th in the nation in dunks last year. Seton McCray walled off by Mitchell, who can guard a guard.
This kid gets to his spot. Clark, nice slip and pass.
Bud Clark to find. Great defense by Ejiofor.
He had the rim on the other side with a little hook.
A lot of contact in this game. This is going to be left hook, right hook, back and forth tonight. A little step through. Gotta have the whistle there, and two free throws coming for Bryce Hopkins, who's been playing at an elevated level since that Providence game.
I think he feels comfortable now, not thinking about the knee, just playing. His middle game is extraordinary. Can make and bite you on occasion with the deep one, but really strictly off that bounce can post up with those wide shoulders.
You know, it's interesting, Raph. For both of these teams, neither coach likes to play guys in the first half with 2 fouls. But if the whistles start to mount, who will go deeper on the bench, and will participation be an issue tonight?
Well, I think St. John's can go deeper.
Yeah.
Having watched them early in the year and you watch practice, that some of their practices are tougher than games. You know, they spread the team, contest everything.
Hopkins 2 for 2 from the foul line. St. John's 74% from 3 as a group. Hopkins right around there.
And right away, that full court pressure. You know, not in a hurry, as you noted. The pace is not important to them. Success in the pace is.
They're about 18 seconds per possession, but Seton McCray on the gas pedal.
AJ, he can catch and shoot 3 as well.
Yeah, how fast can St. John's get to the rim tonight?
Came with a good switch because Sellers can make it. Little baby hook here. Boy, he's unselfish.
Jackson back to Ejiofor on the roll.
Good dive.
Another unselfish play and a foul. Mitchell, big to big. You just said it, Rav. Ejiofor's eyes are always on his teammates.
He does so many things well, but also the dive so well timed. Mitchell just not standing there. Gets himself in a tough position. Vulnerable for the defense, but terrific effort at the rim to negate.
Foul was on Seton McCray. That's his first. He's got 1. Williams has 1. And Dylan Mitchell just a 62% foul shooter. But you see the rebounding numbers this year for a St. John's team that's 6-1 in the Big East.
One of the notes about him is his cutting ability, though. Of course, that high-low, he can be underneath, the dump down. Ejiofor's so good at finding people in that low box area, too.
Well, Dylan Mitchell was a football wide receiver growing up, and you can see it. He runs routes in the paint.
McCray really, again, now the numbers don't jump out, but 35% is really decent. Catch and shoot on that wing, his trademark.
Yeah, he's a big volume guy for them at 31 of them, but how about the screen from Ejiofor? Right at the center circle.
Same there, that empty side. He gets himself right to the rim to do this.
He's a phenomenal offensive rebounder, and we get a reach in and a battle, and they pry it through, face to face. Fisher and Ejiofor. Ejiofor's laughing at him. Fisher's right in front of us, and Seton Hall surrounding its player, Elijah Fisher, using it to pump themselves up. I thought you were going to have somebody in your lap.
Is this 1985? Welcome to the Big East. There's a whistle, fellas. How about that? A little man on man, not afraid to back off, huh? There is an edge about both teams and the way they play. Rick wants an explanation. He gets a warning, a bench warning. First one more, and there would be an administrative tee.
For the bench, that's right. And then there's also a technical on each player there, I believe, has been adjudicated. And
unfortunately, it's a foul.
That's right.
You know, for each guy.
So it's on Ejiofor and it's on Fisher. I was kind of joking with the Marciano Lewis stuff off the top, but it could turn into that.
A possession arrow. It goes to the possession arrow with that jump ball.
And so it'll be Seton Hall basketball. But this, you know, it's the Big East. Yeah, exactly. Right? This is the Big East.
Smoking Joe Frazier in the arena a few years back.
You weren't at Ollie Frazier, were you? You were coaching at the time.
No. But I followed it, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
The thriller, nice hands here.
Clark in the backcourt. It was deflected. Jackson was right there with him. Boy, everybody in each other's hip pocket right now.
The cut was a little too late for Clark. But he's one of those guys that has to get to his spot. And they can rag you with those long hands. Great on deflection, St. John's early.
Seton Hall and St. John's combined to create 30 turnovers a game. It's a hard drive. Mitchell was not going to be stopped.
Well, the report is jump on that left hand. Nobody corralled the dribbler. Nobody regained position. And this is what you mentioned earlier. There's so many things this kid, he can fly by you and not a hand hedge at that point. You got to step over and pick it up, let the pass go, and then go out and challenge the three-point shot. But what a big-time pursuit of the rim.
And with that, it's 2 fouls on Williams. So Mike Williams at about 9 points a game. He is out of the game for some period of time. It's 16-18. Mitchell misses, nearly corralled the rebound himself. Payne clears it for Seton Hall.
That's his speed, though.
There is a lot of relentless on the floor for both teams.
And both coaches expect the utmost out of these kids. Nice hands here again. Mitchell that time. That's what he does.
Here's
Can shoot it.
Simpkins off the bench.
He can shoot it. Love that kid's stroke. What an addition. Can play a little point for Clark as well.
Transferred from Elon by way of Northwest Florida State.
The brother at Oregon, too. A little small change by Clark. They can't afford for him to get any fouls. He runs the show.
We're going to see free throws fast in this game. That's 5 on Seton Hall already. Get set for a fight tonight.
Snoring, gasping, feeling exhausted. Wake up to Zepbound, the first and only prescription medicine that improves moderate to severe obstructive sleep apnea, OSA, in adults with obesity. A breakthrough treatment that significantly reduces breathing interruptions during sleep. After taking Zepbound for just 1 year, many people had no OSA symptoms. Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia, if you are nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems. Wake up to Zepbound. Talk to your doctor and visit Zepbound.com.
After 85 years, the Jeep brand is still keeping it fresh. Bringing you more choices, more features, and even more adventure for everyone. Start your adventure today with a great deal on a new Jeep brand vehicle. Jeep, there's only one.
Big East basketball is sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. Frigid night tonight in New York City. Seton Hall up 12-8. A.J. Staten-McRae has 7 of those 12, Brad.
And why not? I mean, he's very good at the bounce, uses that lane as noted earlier, and turns the corner here. The automatic switch. Nobody stuck a hand in there, stepped out, made the three. They make shots, you know, it complements that defense because they can churn it up and get some easy ones. But as you mentioned, early one-on-one, you know, damaging. You got 15:48 left. The next one creates some problems.
And St. John's in the top 60 in the country in getting points off of free throws. So they're going to create fouls no matter what. So giving them extra is a problem. Again, Williams with 2 already, the junior who scores 9 points a game.
Prey on the floor now. Good passer. He and Zuby together have a nice little high-low game when they need it. Nice hands again. Look at this.
Take away by Clark, and he has it pancaked away by Sellers.
How about the reaction defensively? Whew. The wily vet, Clark, trying to make a magical maneuver around the rim, but here the cough up on Jackson, really uncomfortable with the little guy guarding him as well, trying to make him into a point guard. Played much better in that position, but he's got to really work on that ball handling.
Bud Clark was originally a Juan Dixon commit at Coppin State. Juan Dixon lost his job there, so it was a transfer then to Merrimack for Clark, and he's perfect for Shaheen Holloway.
Oh, MAC first team. Tough kid. Got that little mid-range jumper.
How about the size advantage here? It was edge of 4 against Clark. Now Fisher loses control, and you're right.
Yeah. All started with Clark getting a little too deep, being indecisive. Be creative. Compliment the D. Shot of Rick. All he's done is one, huh? How many places he's been?
I mean, 898 Division I wins, and let alone the NBA.
He won here with the Knicks.
Yeah.
You know, with not one of the great teams.
He's a phenomenal coach everywhere he's been.
Yeah. Turns him out.
Here is Dylan Mitchell playing point forward for Rick Pitino. Now Josan Seton, who's seen his minutes dwindle some recently.
He's got to make the shot. That's his big thing, although he can really dribble and get to the rim as well.
Seton with the hedge out there by Payne, who got back to play post defense against Ejiofor,
Nice
pulling
defense.
his way and taken away.
How about that? Expose the ball, stripped. That's his, he gets a little too deep. That's his step back jumper.
He's working on Dylan Darling.
Two tough guys competing.
Simpkins got down the lane and Prey with a foul.
Gets to that left hand. You got to make him turn a little bit. A little trouble with St. John's in the dribble handoffs and the dribble drive.
So what's the answer there?
Defensive containment, basically, but it also puts a little strife into the hearts of the bigs. But they're looking to help and still defend their guy.
Yeah, make those forwards work is a good idea against St. John's. Simpkins hits the free throw. He is an 83% foul shooter, one of the best on the team.
Yeah, he can step back with his jumper from 17. You saw the threes in the attack mode. Got good size and length.
Ejiofor just came off the floor for a moment. Hopkins back on. Largest lead of the night will stay at 5. St. John's 3 turnovers, last 4 trips, and a little pressure here for Seton Hall.
First time 2-2-1 handled. They're going to attack it if they can. Settle now.
Here is Darling, who's dealt with some injury trouble this year, including in warm-ups against Auburn in the non-conference.
Nice cut by him. Oh, nice
Didn't
pass.
take it. Instead, he drops it off for a poster for Mitchell.
A lot of guards would hit that floater from right in there, unselfish. Nice peek.
Mitchell has 8 of the 10 for St. John's. He's the only Red Storm player with a field goal tonight.
Hines on the floor now, can do some damage in that post area. Use him.
How about 16 rebounds in 24 minutes? There he is tracking it down out of the double. He'll scoop it out. Parker sinks it.
How about the composure of the big guy? Imagine him, by the way, playing high school football. He was a tight end.
Yeah.
How would you like to be a cornerback?
They call him the Terminator.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Offensive rebound, Prey off the spin. Seton, no. It was online. He missed it, and a foul on Prey. That's going to be his second.
Yeah, good hustle, but unfortunately, misuse of it at the end. Looks like he hurt his leg, too.
That is his second. Yeah, you saw he's wincing there. As Rivera comes out, Seton Hall playing as much of its bench as you'll see early on.
Ejiofor back on the floor. Prey arrest.
How about Seton Hall? We talked about their shooting. They're not a very good shooting team as a group. They're 6 for 9 from the floor.
You practice every day, and watching them, the technique was admirable. I mean,
like it?
Nice rotation by most of them. It's just on that contest. Make sure you have enough space.
Clark with a bullet feed, caught by Simpkins halfway through the shot clock.
Oh, they can be lax. A lot of picks and slips.
Ejiofor shows, get it to the wing. Simpkins off the spin. Clark feeds it to Fisher. No.
Oh, good look, too.
That's a good offensive set for Seton Hall.
He's a guy that can post up, get in the lane. You can see how they can be tough if they make shots, because they are just magnificent at this end of the floor.
They're stuck to you. Hopkins, tough shot. Really difficult. Tipped out of bounds by Clark. Oh, he got a hand on it, but couldn't reel it in. Yeah.
You got to get 2.
St. John's going to bring in Sadiku Ibn-Ayo.
And one of Rick's favorites, I think, from the Iona days. He gives it all, leaves it out there.
He moved from Ghana to the Bronx before coming to college, as you see Mitchell come off. Seton Hall is going to bring in a sub after the whistle.
Ayo with a little slice cut off the out of bounds.
Ejiofor trying to get position. Seton didn't get it to him. Rick Pitino's talked about that a bunch. We get a foul on the floor. Rick Pitino said publicly, like, he showed the team footage of last year of that team getting the ball to Zuby Ejiofor. Like, hey, here's how we can play when we make sure he gets touches.
Right. He's outstanding in all aspects of the game, but the way he locks low, he controls the guy. You really have to do your homework early defensively. Would they give that up? Fisher, I think?
Yeah, it's 2 on Fisher.
Yeah.
That's the 6th on Seton Hall. So now for Shaheen Holloway, it's figure out what kind of mishmash of lineups you can come up with foul trouble.
More importantly for St. John's, attack and get to the line.
Darling with a step, kick to the corner, Seton.
Nice hands.
Boy, the steals are coming in bunches. It's off of St. John's.
I would contest this one.
You challenge?
I would, but are they checking? Rick went along. He must have agreed with it.
We shall see.
I thought it was last on Hines. Maybe. I think it was, right? Unless it brushed.
Did it clip Ejiofor maybe on the way out?
Could have. That's why you have short hair.
It's not because you've lost any of them. No.
You don't want your locks to defend the game. Nice cut. How about that? Didn't finish, though.
No, Parker right at the rim. Couldn't complete the play. Third chance. No dice. Rebound for Hopkins.
Hines has got either hand around that rim. Soft lefty that time. Didn't go.
Hopkins going to work, weaving down the lane, and he'll get 2 free throws. The foul on Hines is his first as the foul trouble mounts.
That's what I like about the new approach by Hopkins. He can body search and do some damage. Boy, some fisticuffs early. Go to your neutral corner. Boing!
For adults with type 2 diabetes, do you know about Mounjaro? With Mounjaro, 3 out of 4 people reached an A1C of less than 7%. Plus, people lost up to 25 pounds. Don't take Mounjaro if you're allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or vision changes. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas and gallbladder problems. Taking Mounjaro with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Tell your doctor if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. And before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and may cause kidney problems. Get to know Mounjaro at Mounjaro.com. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Mounjaro.
Okay, Richardson, the holidays are done.
We thought so too, but then Verizon just gave us their best deal.
4 new iPhone 17s, all on them.
Get 4 iPhone 17s on us, no trade-in needed. And 4 lines for just $25 a line.
Love that spirit, folks.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Seton Hall 16-10 leaders. We go in the huddle with their head coach, Shaheen Holloway.
We playing hard, but we ain't playing smart. We fouling too much, fella. They in the bonus already. Everything is good. That's why we get to lose ball. We gotta take our time. We gotta finish, and we gotta get back. The problem is we getting beat, and now we gotta help too much. Stay in front of the basketball. Why we getting beat? They getting too many paint touches.
He knows exactly what he wants as a coach, right?
Hard, smart, worried about turnovers, get a foot, paint touches. I mean, he got it all out there. Loose balls, big thing in this game because of the aggressive nature of both teams.
That was like, you know, the greatest hits album, like Billy Joel's got 3 of them, right? He plays the Garden a lot. That was Shaheen Holloway's greatest hits.
At his best.
Yeah.
Okay. Solid gold?
That's right. For 4 easy payments of 1995.
What do they say when the coaches are paid? It's solid gold.
Hopkins to the free throw line. He's got that one. There, 150 performances here. How many of those have you been to?
None, but
here you've never been to Billy Joel at the Garden?
I love his. No, not really.
How have you been on his helicopter? I think he gets here by chopper.
I can't get to the Hamptons. I can't afford it.
You got to talk to Gus and Joel about that. They got the Hampton Inn deal. At least 16-12.
Little flex screen on the baseline. Nice curl for an easy look.
On the catch, Seton McCray missed it.
using them with those 2 fouls. No, excuse me. That was Williams with the 2. I had him in my wrong box.
Just about everybody else has 2 fouls. Speaking of boxing, here we go. Hines against Sellers. Ejiofor fake the scoop. He'll drive Hines and miss.
A nice job, though. I think he can get by Hines. Ooh, look at the little back to the left wiggle.
Simpkins, tough shot.
He's got some game, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Every time I see a lefty in the garden, I think of Dick Barnett.
Makes sense.
Yeah, a little ability to make that deep one and also shake and bake. Hines riding his guy out. They don't have to help with the big guy on the floor. That's what he can do. Look at that elevation. Actually shot down. A little experienced, exposed.
He is so cool in the post.
He
Never
is.
rushed. Simpkins, by the way, local kid, Brooklyn native, went to Elon and transferred to Seton Hall. Tipped away by Darling. Picked up Dylan
Nice
Darling
look.
on the lob. Ejiofor coming down. Didn't get it up quickly enough.
Actually lost his footing a little bit, I think. Mistimed, maybe?
Maybe. Seemed like it. A little off kilter. It's Seton McCray again,
Nice.
getting into the paint and smooth.
How about that? He knew he had the size. Footwork impeccable.
He's a very strong defensive player, too, which drew Shaheen Holloway to him, but he's got 9 of the 20.
He's really tough off that bounce.
Ejiofor,
Nice cut
another
again.
unselfish play.
Kid really knows the game. Io with the cut, the beneficiary.
I love that we're in an era where bigs get celebrated for passing because of guys like Jokic in the NBA.
Oh, that's a special guy.
Here's Trey Parker, the sophomore who buried a 3 earlier. Got Darling on him. Simpkins against Sellers, 5 to shoot. Simpkins lost it.
Took his left away.
Ibn Ayo hustling to the rim, lefty shot.
Look who's
edge
there.
of 4. Hopkins got it.
Open
Darling
look.
trailing. Bang!
Wow, how about that? Didn't count the house, got down the floor. Kid usually drives. I think it's his 13th 3 for this year.
They really missed him down the stretch of that Iowa State game. He fouled out. He's missed a couple non-conference. Seton McCray. No, it whirled out.
They
And
got a foul on Darling.
Against Darling. Not a quaint reaction from the crowd.
The heck of a move at the rim. Unable to finish. Hopkins avoids the foul. I didn't see anything of this. Darling push Hines.
Wow. That's one of those in this game you don't expect the whistle to come.
No.
So I guess they waved it off.
Yeah, they
it's
must
St.
have.
John's basketball.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to say goaltend and count the bucket. That's what it was.
Okay.
They're going to say goaltend.
There were hands up there. I
Yeah.
didn't know whose.
That's
Nice
what the
seal
call
and
was.
find.
And
That's what he does great from out top. Great vision. And also the setup down on the box.
1 point game.
Nice step and go.
Oh, they had Dar
Yeah,
for a
they
moment.
did. In an open middle.
Mitchell overplayed it. Bud Clark back on the floor. Trying to drive Sannon. Snaking into the lane. No. Rebound knocked away from Payne. And taken in by St. John's. Jackson. No. Followed. No. Volleyball to Seton Hall.
Numbers here.
Simpkins. Follow rejected by the rim. Wow. Ejiofor up ahead. That's a tough catch.
Look at this cut, though.
Mitchell for 2, and the St. John's first lead of the night.
That's the speed. Boy, he personifies effort, too. The 2 bigs. A little different look with Mitchell on the floor. He doesn't have to make a 3. Cut, find, finish. On a roll.
I'll have another. Make it a double.
Dad, Mom thinks she's at a resort again.
Yeah, she told me.
When you'd rather not resort to a virtual resort,
this is much better in real life.
It matters where you stay.
Looking good, babe.
Book your spring break travel now. Hilton for the stay.
Hey, man. You like Dr. Pepper?
I do.
It's a pepper thing.
Today, we recognize the soldiers before you for the successful completion of their basic training. This time, we would like for family members and loved ones to move forward and put on your soldiers' Army 1-Star badge.
Proud of you.
There has never been a worse time.
Those three bigs for St. John's, you pointed them out early. They're playing well together, Rav.
Well, there's so many places on the floor that Zuby can do the damage. Just terrific down low boxes, elevation, execution, footwork here, screen, slip, find. Just absolutely terrific, whether it's passing, the timing, leading his guy to the proper shoulder. And again, the beneficiary of cutting, something Mitchell does beautifully. Zuby, he leaves it all out there. 2 points, and he's had an unbelievable impact on this game.
Right?
Yeah.
He has been the best distributor for St. John's. You got 4 of their 7 assists in this game. And also, they haven't had a turnover in 4 minutes or so. They've got 6 total is what it is. So it's about 4 minutes without one.
And he averages a little over 3 assists a game. Pretty impressive.
So here is Bud Clark getting heated up by Jackson.
He has not been able to get that jumper in the lane. They've guarded him well.
Well, they've shut off Seton Hall's water. Simpkins has to turn it outside with 9.
They've taken away that left on him.
Clark kicked it around, picked it back up, 3 to shoot. Clark, no.
Look at that follow.
Oh, man, Dar out of nowhere.
Woo. Dar Vader or Invader. Goodness, what springs. Offensive rebounder, though.
Like he was suspended from the ceiling.
That's what he does pretty good.
Seton Hall retakes the lead. Here's Ejiofor. Thought about teeing it up. Mitchell, too strong.
So solid checking out Seton Hall.
Step back, tough shot. Staten McRae. Long rebound ends up with Dar. And now Clark the floater. Too much on it. Another chance to the sideline. Saved nicely by Payne, who came to visit our table.
We almost had some Payne.
That was going to be a problem. Here is Payne to the rim, and he'll draw contact. 2 free throws coming. That was what could have been for you.
Exactly. Punish me. Coming right at us late in the shot clock. They are pretty comfortable. How about that invasion? Timing, exquisite. No body on the checkout.
Yeah, nobody home down the baseline. So Payne, a 56% foul shooter, just the 3rd and 4th free throws for Seton Hall tonight.
And what that does, though, the dribble drive gets them in a little bit of rotation.
Yeah.
Shot goes up, you don't get that body contact.
Which you end up with 2 teams that are pretty good offensive rebounding teams in the first place. So second chances are going to be a piece of this all night. Could have a lane violation. Free throw's good for Payne anyway.
Seton Hall with the counter press here.
Just to gum it up a little bit.
Yeah, just a little change. Put a little pressure on them. Maybe force a speed the game up, like there. Look at the
follow. Screened and then slams it home.
That's what that drive to the rim collapses the defense. What a great read by the big guy.
We force Ejiofor to screen to help with the pressure, and then he's got a free run down the boulevard to follow.
Well, they're doing a great job going side to side, though. Really punishing the defense.
A reversal feeder. Clark against Darling. Ejiofor there to help.
Well, he's giving it all, hesitating. Nice rebound.
Second chance, Payne. Third chance, tip to him. And he follows it in.
Wow. A lot of blue shirts unattached.
Here's Darling on the drop off. It's Hopkins denied by Payne.
I don't know why Darling didn't shoot that, though. He had an easy layup.
Twice he's given up a good shot.
Yeah, it's great. The first one he got a nice pass off, but got to take advantage.
That is a defensive pain relief for Seton Hall.
Unselfish play by the guard.
So Rivera comes in.
He's getting to handle the ball. He is strong, too. Likes to bounce to his post up.
Transfer from Fordham out of New Brunswick in the Rutgers area.
Nice little stagger. Pretty well defended.
Into the post, Ejiofor, spinning left.
Well, just read the body. Took Payne to that baseline side.
This is everything you'd want out of Seton Hall St. John's this year.
Post ISO. Guys are a little winded right now.
You feel it, don't you?
Yeah.
Staten McCray to the rim. Left it short. The tip is there again, down low.
I think it was Payne.
I think so.
Yeah. Look at this activity. They got a foul on the floor.
That'll be a 1-and-1 coming.
I believe on McCray.
It is. That's his second.
A little crossover to the rim, some elevation. How about this? Bringing it all, as Louis would say. Leave the chandeliers, please.
Mounjaro for adults with type 2 diabetes.
Will this be the year all my hard work pays off?
My hard work
pays off.
Will this be the year I push the limits yet again?
Will this be the year
I break through and take control
of my type 2 diabetes?
Will this be the year you ask your doctor about Mounjaro?
With Mounjaro, 3 out of 4 people reach an A1C under 7%. And some people lost up to 25 pounds.
This is my year.
Don't take Mounjaro if you're allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or vision changes. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas and gallbladder problems. Taking Mounjaro with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Tell your doctor if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. And before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and may cause kidney problems.
This is my year. What about you? Is this the year you finally break through?
Ask your doctor about once-weekly Mounjaro for type 2 diabetes. Paid partnership with Lilly.
Get Detroit-style slices and sticks for $4.99 from Little Caesars. 2 delicious slices and 4 pieces of Italian cheese bread. You get both all to yourself. Aren't you spoiled? Try Detroit-style slices and sticks for $4.99 from Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza. Rob Stone in studio. Coming up on the Jeep Halftime Report. Third-ranked Michigan looks to bring Indiana back to earth. Can now number 9 Iowa State avoid their 3rd straight loss? And 25th-ranked Miami of Ohio puts its unbeaten record on the line. Jason Raff, we'll see you at the break.
Rob, thank you. Unbeatens, you got Indiana last night staying undefeated. Travis doing a great job in Oxford with Miami. But here's how they celebrated here in New York City. 1 hour for Indiana football, the Empire State Building, going cream and crimson.
Incredible story, really. In 2 years, what they've been able to do.
I mean, there were some people talking online today that Nebraska winning the college basketball national championship would be like the equivalent
tantamount
of what Indiana has done. But you see, the last 2 undefeated college programs, the 76 title team, Steve Smith and I were talking about him on Saturday, and then Curt Cignetti. I mean, that was one of the worst teams in college football. Not only in the past couple of years, but like programs.
Wow.
And he's completely flipped the thing.
Mm-hmm. How about the run by the quarterback, Mendoza?
Oh,
fourth
in midair.
5?
Yes.
Incredible effort. It was great television, I'll tell you.
He is great theater to watch, and he seems like a marvelous kid.
He does.
By the
real
way.
deal.
3-point game here. Seton Hall has the lead, trying to break a 2-game losing streak. There's Trey Parker on the attack, and 2 score.
How about that? Pretty good finish, too. Up the bounce. North Carolina State. You say it about a lot of guys. He had a great drive against Connecticut, too. Like a super going to the rim.
Trey Parker, a tremendous comedic mind as well. He's got 5 early for Seton Hall, and here is St. John's against that token pressure again.
Well, makes them use a little bit of time. Down to 6, down to 20 maybe now.
Yeah, before they get into anything.
Yeah.
Hopkins trying to shimmy by. Yeah. Staten McCray on his hip. Hopkins, soft touch.
You usually see guards doing that. When he does it, he can really control people with that big frame. Little snake dribble.
Bryce Hopkins played a lot of college basketball in his day.
He has. Of course, he sat out most of that 1 year, though, at Providence. Shaking off that knee surgery.
Just 3 games before the injury a couple of years ago. Here is the floater on the lob, and a foul called on Ejiofor on the hip of Payne.
How well drawn up was that particular play? Little dribble, sucks the defense. Ruby looking to help out, and then the dive to the rim.
That becomes an issue. It's the second on Ejiofor. The first was the technical. So Ejiofor is going to come out. Prey is going to come in. He's got 2 fouls as well. Crowd reacting unfavorably, you could say, to the foul call.
It's not a Bronx cheer, or quite a Bronx cheer.
They shifted a little bit wrong for
Oh, no, the Bronx cheer, they really let you know. It's when you and I walk in a building.
Yeah.
That kind of reaction.
You save yourself on that one. They don't do that to you around here. Second one.
What a powerful kid he is.
Payne. Stephon Payne, the senior out of Jacksonville, who played for former Florida State Seminole James Collins in high school.
He can rebound, that kid. He has a 22 number. Empty side here.
Prey on the roll. No.
What a job. Rivera, that strong body held him up. They don't take bad shots. We're in a hurry. You notice Seton Hall?
No, yeah, it's not worth it for him.
No, well versed.
Staten McCray picking his way into the lane.
10, still plenty of time, too.
Parker, little pocket pass. They're going to get a kick. So
full 20. I mean, that's a kick save and a beauty, but it still punishes you fatigue-wise.
.204 left in a scuffle of a first half here at Madison Square Garden. Here is Trey Parker, who's played substantial minutes off the bench with the foul trouble for Williams and Fisher, among others. Simpkins, catch and shoot, tough shot, and he reins it in.
And all set up by the bounce, too. Really a nice job by Parker. Moved that defense just a little bit, found his partner.
Seton Hall getting back defensively, forcing a half-court game.
And McCray with great containment there.
Sellers, free run to the rim, and smothered by Staten McCray, and we get a foul call.
Boy, they are very fortunate, St. John's. Maybe the follow-through is what the referees didn't like, But just the reaction here. I guess there's a little arm involved, but that was pretty special attention to detail.
That now is 2 on Seton McCray. There was a foul that was moved earlier, so that's his second.
They're going to check? No, they're not. I thought that was just good basketball play. They're giving him, this is like the umpire taking care of the catcher.
Yeah.
Went on a foul ball.
Brushing the plate.
Yeah, just to make sure Sellers is all parts in the right order.
See if Rick Pitino's parts are all in the right order. He had some words there with the hard foul. Sellers got the free throw. He landed on his arm, it looked like. Isaiah Sellers, who's
39% threes for his career. Stanford, USC.
To 40 last year as that free throw spits out on him. So Seton Hall, a 6-point lead. You said it earlier, they are used to playing from behind in wins this year.
Rivera's got what he wants on a mismatch, but they go the other way. Switch backs with Hopkins.
Clark to Simpkins with Sellers on him.
Trying to take away his left.
Give him the right, back in. Simpkins, pull up. Yes.
Wow. He is nasty, that kid. He can get it going. He's a confident offensive player.
Brooklyn native playing here at Madison Square Garden. It's just an extra element of performance in this building.
You got to move the ball a little bit.
Jackson going one-on-one.
Nice find.
He'll send it to the wing. That three is way too strong, and Hopkins' miss leads to a foul against Seton Hall.
I think Rivera, a little extra shove on that checkout. Boy, they forced a tough shot. You got to come up with it if you're Seton Hall. Stealing time right now.
That's right.
With Ejiofor out.
You could have gone into the locker room with something like a 10-point lead. Not to say that can't happen still as Prey goes to the foul line. There's Ejiofor, Rick Pitino talking to him in the bench.
His improvement each year, he's worked hard. Has been exceptional.
Yeah, just as a freshman, 1 start, 8 minutes a game, 1.5 points. Prey now 10 minutes plus for Rick Pitino.
Back up for Zuby, of course.
2 for 2 at the line, 6-point game, and Ibn Ayo comes in.
He can rag somebody. They're trying to get him to cough it up against this pressure.
And Rick Pitino trying to protect Prey, who's got the 2 fouls. And Bud Clark will walk it up against Jackson.
Take as late as you can, I would, if I were Seton Hall. And then chase.
And they have 9 offensive rebounds in the first half.
Well, Rick talked today about rebounding. This team gets after it.
There's a screen from Payne. Clark pushed it up there, no good. Rivera tips it back out. Clark to his spot, missed it. Third chance, 3 seconds. Clark on the step through, got it to the edge. Wow. That won't go for Rivera.
Boy, they did a lot of good things. You can see St. John's all standing, nobody's sticking anybody. That is not typical of St. John's. He is not a happy guy going to the halftime.
No, because his team gave up 12 offensive rebounds in 20 minutes of basketball.
Seton Hall can chase, no question about it. So much for friendship.
That just flew out one of the windows here. 40 paint points in the first half combined. Rob Stone, Donnie Marshall in Los Angeles. Have your halftime after this.
Snoring, gasping, feeling exhausted. Wake up to Zepbound, the first and only prescription medicine that improves moderate to severe obstructive sleep apnea, OSA, in adults with obesity. A breakthrough treatment that significantly reduces breathing interruptions during sleep. After taking Zepbound for just 1 year, many people had no OSA symptoms. Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you are nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems. Wake up to Zepbound. Talk to your doctor and visit Zepbound.com.
I checked Allstate first, saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check to see if anyone was watching before I stole cotton candy from a child. Well, at least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds.
Welcome to the Halftime Report, sponsored by Jeep. There is only one. Seton Hall, 18 points off the bench. Jacob Dar doing his part. The Hall up 6 inside the Garden. We welcome you inside our studio. A couple Big East guys, Donnie Marshall, Rob Stone back there with you for our triple header tonight. Kind of feels like old school Big East through the first 20 minutes of that one as well. I think one of the main reasons why the Seton Hall defense, one of the best in the nation, certainly one of the best in the Big East, really kind of flexed on the Johnnies as we take in your first half highlights, sponsored by Jeep. There is only one.
I know when you talk to softies like Jim Jackson, Casey Jacobson, they see a lot of shooting
You're throwing
happening.
darts right out of the barrel.
They like the shooting, and it's so fun and soft. These are the games I want to play in. When you're D'ing guys up, you're coming up with steals. We saw a little scrum earlier in the game. That's when you talk about old school Big East, to me, that's what this game is. This is a Seton Hall team that they're playing this way because they have stability, Rob. This is the same starting lineup all season long. You couldn't say that about what Shaheen had last season. I know it's a brand new team, but he's put them together so well. They trust each other on the defensive end. That's what makes them who they are. They're winning the rebound edge 22-14. This is the shortest major conference team in college basketball. And so it tells you don't need to be tall and big and strong or the biggest and strongest to go out there and win the battles. Shaheen Holloway's team is really making a lot of people proud, especially him, the way they're showing up on the road. Probably good that they're away from home. They're 0-3 at home in the Big East play. They go into Madison Square Garden. They're not afraid.
So the road has been good. Remember last year on the road? 0-11.
No bueno.
0-11. So far, 4-0. They're 20 minutes away from going 5-0 on the road. Only 3 unbeatens left in D1 men's hoops. Can Miami of Ohio go to 20-0 tonight as they visit Kent State? Highlights on deck.
Every time we drive, we're putting everything we love out on the road. And that's why we'll always drive a Subaru.
The all-new Subaru Outback, built to achieve the highest safety ratings possible. Love is what makes Subaru, Subaru.
Consumer Reports has named Subaru the most reliable and best overall automotive brand for 2025.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. And that's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos lets you get life insurance in minutes, 100% online, no medical exam.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. With Ethos, it's so fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
2 more games to come here tonight on FS1. Number 10, Michigan State. They go for their 5th straight W. They visit Oregon at 9 Eastern. That one followed by the Mountain West meeting between UNLV and Utah State at 11 Eastern. Hoosier Nation. Hoosiers flying high after last night's national title win in football. Today, the focus slowly shifting back to the school's typical bread and butter, the men's basketball program, IU at number 3.
Did they have any cheering left in them, Rob?
There's a few IU fans. There's a few Crimson and Cream.
I don't know if they made
there in Ann Arbor. Elliot Cadeau, he's got a game-high 12.
Cadeau has really stepped up, learned how to be a floor general, take the right shots, and a good system now.
All Wolverines. UCF at number 9, Iowa State. Riley Kugel is part of his game-high 13 for UCF.
Oogs.
Iowa State, 18 points off of 13 turnovers. Jamarion Bateman, he has 8. They have a big lead. To the SEC, 16th-ranked Florida, boy, they seem to be finding their groove, Donnie, hosting LSU.
Yeah, you don't like to put all the pressure on one or two players, but, and it's a cliche now, Rob, as their backcourt goes, Lee and Flan, that's how Florida goes. A lot of pressure on those guys.
Thomas Houck with a triple. Gators with 4 triples. Unbeaten Miami of Ohio on the road at Kent State. Travis Steele. Yeah, he's enjoyed this season so far. Maybe the schedule could be a little bit more competitive. There's Rayvon Griffith, put back. Kent State within 6. Later in the first half, Miami of Ohio up 9. Peter Suter make it up 11.
Schedule's what the schedule is, Rob.
Can only beat who's on the schedule, Donnie.
That's
Zuby Ejiofor, 3 of 5 from the floor. Johnnies, they have 20 points in the paint, but they're down 6. Second half from the Garden next.
Box him out.
Oh, you like Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar?
Yes.
Okay. It's a pepper thing.
And then I went back for my teaching license. How about you?
Look, I just gotta ask, who are all these people?
They're my financial plan. Who Thrive helps me plan my finances for. That's Amy. She's a first responder. The lacrosse team that I coach. And my dad.
Plan your finances for the people, causes, and communities you love with Thrivent, where money means more.
I got this friend that said T-Mobile's network used to suck. His words.
A lot of things used to suck, like cell phones the size of frozen lasagnas. But things change, and after a giant test of millions of customers and data points, now T-Mobile has the best network, by like a lot. Check it out for yourself. You can switch to T-Mobile from your phone in just 15 minutes and see what it means to have America's best network. Hey dude, you won't believe where I am.
At DQ, we're all about and. Like our new limited-time crispy onion cheeseburger $7 meal deal with crispy onions.
And a fry for me.
And here's your drink.
And a sundae.
Try our new crispy onion cheeseburger $7 meal deal right now at DQ.
Take a look at our first half stat comparison sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. Look at the bottom there. 12 offensive rebounds. The most offensive rebounds anybody's had in the country in one game this year was 26. It was Baylor in November. It was against St. John's.
How about that?
They've really struggled on the defensive glass, and that's been a big part of Seton Hall's lead.
Yeah, and Rick had talked today about checking out and keeping them off the glass. The opportunity of the press hasn't happened where they've gotten turnovers from that. And Seton Hall making threes. 4 for 6, but they have been suffocating with their defense. They have fouled a little bit, but they have been frisky, attentive to details, supportive, reacting to challenges, and in many ways they have been a pain on that defensive end.
So many. 6 turnovers, and without a turnover in the final 12-11 of the first half. Seton Hall didn't force a St. John's turnover in the final 12 minutes plus and still carries a 6-point lead into halftime because of just a solid defense.
They just get into you, and Zuby's got to be Zuby, I think. It's got to go through him. If St. John's crawls himself back into this.
Ejiofor with 2 fouls. He picked up the second one at 2:49. They'll double him. He wants to pass out of it. He does. Mitchell lost it, got it back, can't score. Seton Hall clears it.
Stood big. Don't get back.
And it leads to a 3 from the wing for Staten McCray.
And they got a foul or just talking to one another about not mixing it up. Yeah.
Yeah, Ron Groover just said, settle down.
Yeah, Fisher got involved a little bit. I believe, with Hopkins. But how about Clark right away? He made a pass, I believe it was Marquette, in the fast break that was sensational in the middle of the floor. A bounce pass, that time quickly taking advantage of a really set defense for St. John's.
He's a young man. He said he's always been the underdog for his entire life and could care less.
Look
That's
at the
knocked
hands.
away. Taken back by Sellers.
Look at Clark.
And he's fleeced by Clark,
How
yes.
about the behind-the-back pass here? Oh, not a good look here.
State McRae intercepted by Hopkins, trying to feel his way.
Wait for your guard.
Ejiofor drops it off, and a reach in. Payne got the hand in. If it's him, that's his second. So Seton Hall has 4 players with 2 fouls.
They have jammed it up, though.
Yep.
Nothing smooth in that lane. They're forcing them to take something outside or pull up jumpers. But they've defended on the glass beautifully. Get into the low post.
Sellers.
That's big. They've got to make that. That's his shot.
And it's going to be out of bounds to St. John's. Seton Hall has forced St. John's to make 1 3 all game.
And that was a great look, though.
Yep.
Those are the ones you would expect a guy of that caliber, Sellers, to make.
I mean, they're a 36% three-point shooting team, generally top 80, 85 in the country.
And Seton Hall 4 for 6 at 30% for the year.
Sellers with 12.
Payne's done a really good job on Ejiofor in that box of trying to locate him.
Fisher walls up against Mitchell. Jackson, tough catch, not in the shooting pocket, and he barely got that off. What a defensive set.
So tough.
Staten McRae right down the lane. Follow for Payne. Another offensive rebound.
And the 2 blue shirts there to negotiate that offensive rebound. St. John's tardy in the recovery. Called timeout. It's been looking for it.
Enough. It's going to be a full timeout. But boy, the offensive glass has been lethal for St. John's.
Absolutely. Not meeting the match, not like the Johnnies.
If the Colonel saw the price of a lunch today, he'd have some choice words. But with KFC's $5 bowls packed with all this crispy chicken, he wouldn't have any words at all, because his mouth would be filled with gravy and greatness. 5 KFC bowls for just $5 each.
Imagine your child not having a decent pair of shoes, socks, or a warm coat. Subaru and its retailers have provided critical items like these to over 1 million people in urgent need. Subaru, more than a car company.
Think switching to T-Mobile's a whole complicated thing? Nah, it's easy.
Switch to T-Mobile and unlock savings that are built to last. With T-Mobile's Better Value Plan, you can save over $1,000 a year versus Verizon and AT&T. Save on streaming, satellite, and more benefits that they leave out.
I get all the VIP perks. Don't mind if I do.
For a limited time, get our most value pack plan ever. Plus, switch right now and we'll even pay off your old phone up to $800.
Stay chillin', just switching.
At DQ, we're all about and. Like our new limited time crispy onion cheeseburger $7 meal deal with crispy onions.
And a fry for me.
And here's your drink.
And a sundae.
Try our new crispy onion cheeseburger $7 meal deal right now at DQ.
Big East basketball is sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. Madison Square Garden, home of so much Big East basketball over the years, and this has just been tough all night.
You had mentioned the rebounding, and part of it was Payne. They have a double-headed center, a little quicker, more mobile. Of course, Hines comes in, he can do some damage with that big size, but really active, and the physicality at the rim, and also the ability at the dribble drive by McRae. They have just come out ready to go. St. John's got to match it.
So of those offensive rebounds, Payne has 6. We have 18-12 left, and his overture is he's got a double-double already.
How about that?
Already.
Yeah, impressive.
So what's the answer for St. John's here?
Well, the big thing, I think, is getting some inside shots and obviously being competitive on the glass. But this is the problem at this end of the court. Haven't got any deep penetration, really no post-ups.
Mitchell.
Relying on a deep shot and not one of your best shooters.
No, and a closeout from Fisher.
Yeah, not a good trip at all.
And this is where Seton Hall can run on first down, run on second down, bleed some clock. Clark.
Can they move the sticks?
I think they just did with a foul. The easiest way to move the sticks is defensive pass interference, and we just got one there.
They did the empty side, too. Nice read. They are sleeping for St. John's team right now.
It's surprising. You don't see that from a Rick Pitino team very much.
Attuned to scouting reports and preparation. Bud Clark set the controls, too. Really has played within himself. One turnover. No bad shots.
And that's a great point. They haven't really needed him offensively. Even though he is 0 for 6 from the floor, you said it, one turnover and a 13-point lead.
The kid's a winner, though. West Catholic, they won the state championship. Great Christian Brothers High School in Philly.
He was a 20-point-a-game scorer in high school for them. Darling warding off Clark.
And he has done a good job containing anybody driving on him. The automatic switch.
Give Shaheen Holloway credit in that early huddle as Hopkins steps through and can't score. He said, get in front of the basketball. And since that message that we aired, they've been doing it.
Tell you what, one and done, too.
Yeah, St. John's 0 for 6 this half, and no real good looks at the basket except the 3 in the corner.
Yeah, they're tough to come back from because they use clock and get good shots.
Staten McCray, no. Rebound deflected to Seton Hall.
The activity again, their pursuit. Not a good look there.
No, they're going to, Rick Pitino is going to bring in Lefteris Leotopoulos just for some energy off the bench.
A lefty who shoots righty. One of his Greek connections, having coached over there years ago, Rick.
And he has spoken so highly of what the European circuit and the international basketball circuit has done for his coaching.
I think a lot of guys could say that.
Yeah.
Many assistants really watch that European League, pick up things, and players occasionally.
To the wing, that 3 won't go for Williams, and we get a foul. And
going the other way, I think.
Pat Driscoll says yes.
Yep.
Darling got discarded.
A little push from the rear.
What has the international circuit done for your career?
Some mileage plus my, that kind of thing. That's about it. My taste in beverages has stepped up a little bit.
Higher class of the haute cuisine. 3 fouls on Fisher, by the way. That's the 3rd on Elijah Fisher. He is the first of that group of 4 with 2 fouls to pick up a 3rd. Out of Toronto, Fisher. He was playing varsity basketball at 6th grade, by the way. Can you imagine?
You learn a lot playing against older people. Riviera big on the ball. Sort of a passive pressure here.
Stephen McCray was locked up with Hopkins and a kick.
Not a good pass either. Got away with it.
He had beaten his guy.
That's a little floater right there. A pull-up jumper. If they play you, you can dump it off.
Don't you think St. John's has been passive in shot selection tonight?
Yeah, I think it's attributable to the defense more than them. I think they're trying to run their action, but the preparation's been incredible. They know he's a shooter here, lefty. Automatic switch and recover.
Payne was right there with him. Now Ejiofor turning to face. Ejiofor, little drop step. Kick it out, Darling.
Look at the cover. Look at the cover and the reaction.
Mike Williams.
Yep. He dug on the post, recovered to the corner, created the havoc. Right here. Part of it now, go close out.
That is outstanding.
Absolutely.
Now Seton Hall forcing St. John's to guard for entire possessions, full shot clocks, down the lane line. Staten McCray.
How about a pass by Williams? He waited to the opportune moment, made sure weak side coverage wasn't available.
This now matches the largest deficit of the season for Rick Pitino's Red Storm. Leotopoulos got fouled. Yeah, he sold it well, and it was the right call.
I think they give it to Williams.
It is.
3rd, I believe, right?
It is.
How about this play? Little rub and dive. The Pirates playing superior basketball right now. On the money. Special.
Isn't it great that T-Mobile's got home internet?
T-Mobile home internet is all you talk about. Why don't you ask me a question for once?
Okay. What do you think about T-Mobile home internet only being $35 a month?
We need to take your mind off of this. You're obsessed. Come check out my new man cave.
Yes, T-Mobile's got home internet. Just $35 a month, and it's guaranteed for 5 years.
It's glorious.
For adults with type 2 diabetes, do you know about Mounjaro? With Mounjaro, 3 out of 4 people reached an A1C of less than 7%. Plus, people lost up to 25 pounds. Don't take Mounjaro if you're allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or vision changes. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas and gallbladder problems. Taking Mounjaro with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Tell your doctor if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. And before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and may cause kidney problems. Get to know Mounjaro at Mounjaro.com. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Mounjaro.
It's Keegan Bradley bobblehead night. St. John's 15-1 on bobblehead night, evidently, since they started it in 2009, but it's not going great. Maybe we need Keegan Bradley's son to run onto the floor. He's got the sweater on. He's got the full Lou getup going.
How about that?
Did you win that jacket on the left on Match Game?
I got it back on time. I got a refund. Of course, Bob Knight. At Army, we played him. Of course, Louis, the maestro, the sweetheart of all. God bless him and his family. So much he did for basketball as well as St. John's, 526. And Mike Diffley, the pro at Pelham, played golf. And he knows Keegan well. Keegan's been very good to St. John's over the years. And obviously showing up here as part of it. I'm sure he's disappointed. I don't know if he played basketball. He had good size, though.
Definitely.
His aunt was Pat Bradley. I believe it was Pat Bradley, the famous women's golfer as well. Nice
Edge
little
of
screen.
4. Here is Hopkins banging down low.
I like this after the timeout, too. Great preparation. Back screen. Some strength at the rim as well.
That's the first St. John's field goal of the second half.
This is where they got to tee it up. Be patient defensively. Conversely, Seton Hall run their action. They've done a great job going side to side, getting into gaps and finding people.
Staten McRae, tough shot with the left out of bounds to St. John's. Now Seton Hall can go dry a little bit offensively.
They do on occasion. Well challenged, particularly on deep shots. What they've done nicely, though, is getting into that lane and creating some problems.
They'll let Edge of 4 run the point. Through Sellers. Leotopoulos wanted it. He's got Clark right with him.
Everybody's staying at home now.
Edge of 4 down the back door and out of bounds to St. John's, 10 to shoot.
Boy, not much room there at all. The traffic on that baseline.
Thought he might square and shoot that.
Yeah. Maybe he was a little too far under the rim.
Sellers, front iron.
Well set, too.
Again, one and done.
You see Clark now? He read ahead and didn't give it up because he knew he had time on his side, obviously. Not a quick jab.
Ooh, just a throwaway, unforced error. Sellers in a hurry and no transition available.
Yeah, no buyers.
Knocked away,
silly.
a foul on Clark.
He's key to this team. Got to play with himself. Number 3, right, or 2?
I think that's his second. Everybody else has 2. So I'd buy it. That is his
2.
second. So every starter has at least 2 fouls for Seton Hall. Edge of 4. To the corner, Sellers.
There you go. He's too good a shooter. Getting some better looks. Get their house awakened.
Leotopoulos nearly had a steal. He made Clark rev the engine.
He'd get more minutes if he guarded at this end. A lot more consistency.
Here comes the crowd really for the first time tonight.
Nice fake.
Seton McRae, a euro and a drop off. Rugged at the rim, battle for it down low. Rivera left it wanting.
Well, a little more aggressive at the rim.
Hop in the step for St. John's. Mitchell hooks it for Ejiofor, and he rolled it over.
Didn't have a good angle on the glass. Tough shot. Good look.
Clark clanging off of Leotopoulos.
Oh, my
Payne
goodness.
just threw it to Pat Driscoll. Wow. Twice now, Seton Hall has fired a pass to nobody.
And that's because St. John's May's picking up the pace a little bit, forcing the issue a little bit. All of a sudden you get a little anxious, overzealous. And he knows best of all as a former talented McDonald's All-American and great player at Seton Hall.
The rhythm of this game was a dirge for a while, and St. John's has livened this thing up a little bit.
Nice show by Hines.
Ejiofor.
His mid-post is good, I think, for him with Hines.
Leotopoulos probably didn't need it. Rebound kicked out of bounds by Mitchell. It's Seton Hall basketball. But you feel like St. John's has to work so hard to get back into this game with the minimal possessions.
Almost a little over-anxious, too. Let it come. Let it breathe.
Clark all the way to the rim and a foul down low. Yep, it's on the body instead of the block. It's on Leotopoulos.
Well, you didn't really have to foul either. You got to be communicative here, knowing you got some help like that right there. You got to let him know. Let him go. Let him go. He's more upset at his teammate.
You said let it breathe. I thought maybe you'd become the coordinating producer of college basketball.
I've been told that a few times.
In TV parlance, that means stop talking.
Lay out.
Clark misses the free throw, and a little wobble here in this segment from Seton Hall for the first time.
67% from the free throw line. He's a terrific leader, though. Plays with a lot of confidence.
Ejiofor getting pestered by Seton McRae. Rivera right there with Hopkins.
On the dribble handoff.
Hopkins cannot ward him off. Hopkins blanketed by Rivera, who hooked the arm, and they do get a whistle. And that's
Rivera.
the right call. Yep.
Yeah, he was. All over him. Overzealous, but really toughness, though. He's impressive. Seen him handle the ball today at practice. Really bodying up, keeping him in good shape. And there's that reach in at the end.
It's 2 on Rivera. St. John's, by the way, in that Villanova game, shot 31 free throws. They've got 12 so far, but that bonus is coming. Hopkins out of bounds to St. John's with 17 to shoot.
Nothing smooth about St. John's tonight, though. Always in traffic. A little indecisive, maybe giving it up at the right time.
Hopkins cleared himself, and then that's ripped off of Seton Hall again. So 2 seconds off there. It's a little bit like, you know, traffic on the
LIE,
the Verrazano.
The world's largest parking lot.
You're part of the Chamber of Commerce, too, along with your coordinating producer duties. St. John's only has 5 points in the half and 7:21. Leotopoulos is open. Offensive rebound. Sellers challenged. Ejiofor, no. Seton McRae out of the fray with it, out of bounds. Off of Seton Hall. It looked like it's off of St. John's. They're going to say it's Seton Hall ball. I thought it was off of Seton McRae.
And you were right. What happened is he didn't call the foul, and he let it play on. This is where the foul is.
Wow. Oh, maybe
no,
it
he's
kicked
right.
his
He
foot.
got it right.
Yes, it did hit Leotopoulos.
Our apologies.
It was a really good call by Bill Covington.
Little back screen again. That rub worked earlier.
Simpkins in close quarters on the feed down low, and Rivera muscling his way to the rim.
I'm telling you, he's a tough kid. Strong, bowls his way to the rim. They're a little deeper than you think.
Yeah, they are.
Brings up toughness in front.
They just picked up the third on Ejiofor, by the way. So at 12-12, 3 on Zuby Ejiofor. Rick Pitino having words with the younger Bill Covington. Rivera misses the free throw. And St. John's fans who believe in basketball karma have their faith solidified. Payne in the tunnel there, working out something in his leg.
Stretching a little bit. Come tested, a long-time trainer. If you're mid-50s from the foul line, you got to be ready to squeeze if you're St. John's.
0 for 2. They do squeeze it on the defensive glass, and Hopkins in a hurry. St. John's could use another signature win, and it's a trip. Parker, Rivera, and we're going to get a timeout.
That's what they do. They lift everybody. The ability of Hopkins to get to that mid-post area is extraordinary.
You've tried losing the weight by yourself. If weight loss isn't clicking, there may be another option. Zepbound may help in your weight loss journey. Once weekly Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. People taking Zepbound lost up to 48 pounds. Zepbound is the first and only obesity treatment of its kind. And there are multiple savings options available, even if you don't have insurance.
Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
If this is clicking for you, ask your healthcare provider about once weekly Zepbound and check your coverage today at Zepbound.com.
The defenses have been so stifling tonight that even the half-court contest went totally awry.
It's unbelievable, huh?
We need the rim cam for that, right? Yeah, just in case.
Hit the free throw line.
Yeah, let's go in the huddle with Shaheed Holloway.
All you're doing is fouling. They gonna be in the bonus. Back up. Where's he shot a jump shot? Get back up. Your man is flashing up so he can try the basketball. Stay at the foul line area. Don't go to the three-point area.
Interesting, don't go too deep, which has been a problem. And the same thing with saying they can't be creative. It's all muddled in the middle. And again, Seton Hall's gap defense, just provides a lift. It inhibits the guy to go by. Maybe ball movement screening. They ran that flex screen earlier. Seton in the game now.
Yeah.
Seton, I should say.
Well, how do you open those pores is the question, and maybe it is Josan Sanon to beat somebody off the bounce, yeah?
He can. We know he's known as a shooter. Nice cut and a bang. How about that?
That's a good answer.
Well versed out of that timeout.
It's a 9-point game off the Hopkins stuff.
Something about breaking that 10-point. Look at this, almost.
Darling had it.
10 seconds.
10-second call right there. Yep.
Pretty good effort. Well, St. John's, it all starts with defense. They haven't been able to get too many turnovers to baskets. Igniting here, Darling. Some toughness about that kid.
An agitator for St. John's. He'll try to drive. Hopkins settles himself, rides into the lane, steps back and misses. Prey mistimed his jump. It leads to a Parker drive.
Wow,
that's no good. Bodies everywhere.
Gotta make that, though. Oh, easy layup at the rim.
It's on Seton Hall. It's on Simpkins. It's a 1-and-1. And now the free throw tally starts to grow for St. John's.
After the timeout, too.
Yep.
Alluding to giving those fouls. 1-and-1 already.
Now for St. John's, which is 73.5% the foul line. They've taken 140 or so more free throws than their opponents, but no free throws so far this half in 8:35. This will be the first one of the half.
Prey at 62%. You've got to think in blue and squeeze, and conversely tap it back out or grab it with 2 if you're in white.
Combined 26 offensive rebounds in this game. That one nestles for him. Rick Pitino always has an answer in that bag somewhere.
Prey gives him good solid minutes. He competes. Mentioned earlier the ability to pass the ball. And the bonus with those free throws. Again, Mitchell's so big on that ball, it's tough to get vision. They got a perfect rule they gave up. I thought they may have gone for the trap.
St. John's defense has ratcheted up the heat now. 1 point and 4 and change for Seton Hall.
Now this is the key now. Patience and force if you're St. John's them into a tough shot. And you must rebound.
Fisher wheeling. Fisher scores.
Wow. How about that? Body by Fisher loading up. Create that post up. Really good at that.
What a time for his first points tonight. First Seton Hall made field goal in 5 minutes. Expands the lead to 9.
Handoff.
Hopkins trying to
pass.
settle it and got it there for Mitchell.
They attacked and drew the blue to them. Nice little lob to finish the deal.
Big to big again.
Boy, I think they can get that coffin corner trap.
Clark races into the front court. Still more than 10 minutes to go. St. John's digging in defensively.
Oh, not a good gamble. 5 on 4 now.
Nice recovery.
Well, it sure was.
Josan Sannon staring at Simpkins.
Taking a left away.
Simpkins curling down the lane. Missed everything. Wow. Rebound Mitchell. Hit ahead Hopkins. Middle of the floor.
Nice
power
block.
dribble. Recovery by Prey. He is fouled and going to the free throw line. Red Storm bodies all over the Garden.
I think it's McCray too, Jace. Getting down that open floor. Bad shots create havoc. The run out here. What a save. Hines delivering. And underneath, you got McCray. I don't think they gave it to Hines.
They did give it to Hines.
Oh, boy.
Fortunate for Seton Hall. Just his second personal. We get a timeout for Shaheen Holloway at 9:58.
Different flavor right now for St. John's. You can see the attitude change. And on the other end of the floor, all of a sudden, indecisive, some bad shots, bad decisions. And this frenetic D plays with your head.
It happens fast in these games. Saturday, we got a ton of college basketball for you. Noon Eastern, Villanova takes on Alex Caravan at number 2, Connecticut. Then Keaton Wagler, phenomenal, smooth freshman for Illinois, taking on Braden Smith, who went out in the first half against USC, banged knees, but scored 18 anyway.
Yeah, in the second half, right?
Yeah, I mean, he was phenomenal. Saturday, only on Fox, all sorts of great basketball. Big East, Big 10, Big 12, here on Fox.
Did you ever think when he was a freshman, Braden Smith, I mean, I knew he was good.
Yeah.
I mean, he just elevated in terms of his vision and perspective on the game, as well as delivering the punches, whether it's driving, finding, competing.
And say what you want about NIL and the transfer portal and all that. We are seeing guys stay in college basketball for longer, which is good for the game. Braden Smith, if he's in college basketball a couple years ago,
right,
he's not staying 4 years.
Well, you stayed longer too.
Well,
you just didn't want to go to work.
Well,
you kept going to graduate school.
That architecture degree. 7 years later, Prey got it to go.
Well, 3 in a row for the big guy.
He shot it very well from the foul line tonight. He's 5 for 5. That's the official symbol for Prey. And Rubin got it. The lead was 15. Now it's not anymore. It's 5.
And pace guarding now doing a good job. Just can't really crack it. Pretty good prep by the Hall.
Trying to hold the line here. Seton Hall in gusty winds from the St. John's defense.
He's got the hook game.
Prey's there with him. Double from Hopkins. Bounce feed to Fisher. Wheeling. And he'll go to the free throw line. He got crowded out hip to hip.
What a nice play by Hines, though, for a freshman. His patience and then the ability to find. And just that little cut. Got Fisher in a pretty good spot here. 80% free throw shooter.
His first one in a chorus of boos is good. Delicate touch from Fisher, Toronto's own.
Now you got to know, if you're Seton Hall, they're going to be a bunch of runs the next 9 and change. So you got to have poise, big decision making by Clark on a consistent basis.
And again, this team has been at its best, for better or worse, when they've been trailing this year, Seton Hall.
Now this lineup, it's got to be Hopkins involved quite a bit if it is one of the perimeter drives.
Hopkins evacuates for Mitchell.
Trying to load up in the lane.
He got closed off by Fisher, who just shoved him aside. Up top, Seton. No.
Nice
Rebound
check.
tipped by Prey. Back to Mitchell. Back iron. Tipped again. Recovered by Hopkins. Seton didn't take it. He'll carve the lane. He will score.
How about that? Didn't want to take that jumper. Big time attack.
Now the St. John's second and third chances start to build.
Arlington, a real good job.
Clark hooks it up top. Open look for three. That won't fall for Simpkins. Transition for St. John's.
He likes to go wire to wire.
Mitchell on the gas pedal. It's a goaltend. It's a three-point game.
How about that? Boy, he is quick and decisive. You can't corral him. Little tardy recovery. No 2-on-1. Why not go to the goal, young man? He has provided a spark, being in this starting lineup the last, 4 or 5.
Transfer from Cincinnati by way of Texas, Dylan Mitchell. St. John's only led tonight for all of 40 seconds. Popped away, Darling into the backcourt. That'll gum it up halfway through the shot clock.
Pretty good hands.
Clark
hasn't been able to get that spot-up jumper.
Prey standing in front of Hines. It's a drive. Simpkins can't finish.
Prey did a good job. Oh, not a good play.
Not a good idea. Prey ran it down anyway. Whips it back into play. Recovered by Hopkins.
How about Prey? Goodness. He got his answer from above.
All you got to do is ask. Hopkins squaring up. 10 to shoot. Hopkins right back left. Zigzagging to kick. Seton shot fake. Step in 2. Front iron rebound for Hines. Mitchell tailing the play against Fisher. Foul. You knew it was coming. The body was there.
He just did not get back.
No.
And recognize. Tardy reaction. And you pay for it. We got it going right now, Jace.
You like the Big East, Rav?
Oh, my goodness. They get after one another. Prayers don't win all the time, young lady.
Zepbound may help in your weight loss journey. Once weekly Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. People taking Zepbound lost up to 48 pounds. And there are multiple savings options available, even if you don't have insurance.
Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
If this is clicking for you, ask your healthcare provider about once-weekly Zepbound and check your coverage today at Zepbound.com.
The Chevy Equinox EV is more than an SUV. It's your chance to catch up, your quick pit stop, and it takes you further on a full charge. It's your Equinox EV. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Fox College Hoops Friday, Big Ten Rivalry Friday. Ohio State and Michigan. Yaxel Lendeborg and the Wolverines, who are laying the wood to Indiana. They'll take on Ohio State Friday night, 8 Eastern, only on Fox. So Zuby Ejiofor picked up his third foul at 12-12. He came out down 11, and St. John's playing well without him.
Yeah, Hopkins 12.6 rebounds, but really good. Nice little assist as he penetrates the lane. You add on the ability of Mitchell to run the floor as well. Driving the ball 14 and 8. He has been terrific. Goes to that left. You've got to corral him in the open floor. Zuby getting a lot of rest with those 3 fouls, too, saving him.
Might as well, especially with Seton Hall making 1 field goal in 8 minutes and 37 seconds.
And still hanging tough, right?
Yep, the defense has done the job.
How about Zuby, those 6 assists? He is amazing. You said he's got over 3 a game generally. Fisher, good free throw shooter.
He will try to make it a 2-possession game. His first is no good. Seton Hall opened this year 6-0, 11-1, 14-2. There's Eric Cartman, by the way, with Trey Parker here for Seton Hall. That's nicely done.
Missed 2, big. Got to make them.
A little basketball is broken out. It's a 3-point game. St. John's has only led for all of 40 seconds tonight. Ibi Ayo just gave it away. Simpkins can't score. And Price smokes it out of bounds.
Good hustle. Really should have just grabbed it with 2. Hopkins back in, Zuby back in. Prey has done a really good job. Very respectful performance.
You figured with that turnover by Ibi Ayo that he was not going to be in the game for very long. Rick Pitino can't have that.
Tough spot there to bring it in.
Absolutely. But you're right. Prey has been phenomenal with Ejiofor on the bench.
And look at Mitchell guarding a very tough guy for him, I think. Automatic switch.
They'll go with Payne. Simpkins didn't take the 3. He'll walk it all the way around. 5 to shoot.
Zuby sometimes plays all 5 guys.
They're going to call Ejiofor for a foul, and that did not look like a good foul call. That's his 4th. We'll see it again. Stay on him, says Rick Pitino. Stop leaving him.
That's what they were saying. He didn't want him switching on this guy.
You could argue that that's a foul.
Took away his left. A tough call for him. He does a great job reacting defensively, trying to cover guys. A little bit frustrating for him.
But Rick Pitino's point is, don't put him in that situation.
Right. But he did it himself,
right?
I forget, because he had switched 3 or 4 spots already.
He just said it again. Stop leaving him. I don't care. Stop leaving him.
Mm-hmm. Three misses in a row here.
At the wrong time for Simpkins and Seton Hall. Ejiofor was in for 19 seconds. He leaves with that 4th foul. And here we go. 4-point game. Moving down to 6:30 to go.
And Darling's got to run the show out here somehow.
He was a screener for a moment. Now Prey up top. High-low and a foul called against Williams. That's his fourth.
Good shape up. They do a great job in that 3-second lane with a high-low.
And now it's a 1-and-1. It's the last 1-and-1 for St. John's. Next foul on Seton Hall, and everyone thereafter is 2 free throws.
61%.
Big front end. He got it.
He's played well. He's done a lot of things.
Extremely active.
That
off the
high-low.
ball.
Excuse me, Jason. That high-low, you've got to get down and do your homework early. Harass the passer. Try and front that. Ooh. Look
Missed
at
it.
this.
Tipped out to himself.
He's got great speed.
Darling out of a double. He'll find prey. Drop step. He did. He hit the underside of the basket. Got it back. That won't fall. He got a hand on it again. Hopkins for the tie.
Again.
Now the offensive rebounds are all flying to St. John's. Seton has it on a string.
Good show by Payne.
Seton creeps it down.
How about that? Just poised under fire. See, no, not moving quickly. Ooh, got away with a push there, Clark.
This is not going to be for the faint of heart in the final 5:45. Darling and Clark hip to hip.
This is where it's late. You're going to have problems. The push.
Yeah, it's on
Seton. Now, if you're St. John's, just play solid defense.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the shot clock, puts a little more pressure on who's going to take the shot. Do I want to take the shot? Where are we going to get the shot?
Yeah, don't need to give Seton Hall a free opportunity to score. It's going to be a 1-and-1 for Williams on the 7th against St. John's. So free throws could very well decide this game. Mike Williams has not scored until now. Top 100 player out of high school who played for 2 years at LSU.
And Rivera back in the game now. Some physical matchup for him.
Second one is not there. Rebound Hopkins. St. John's hasn't led since 23-22.
I would get after Mitchell. Not a great handler. Put pressure on him. Of course, the foul problems for Williams and Seton Hall.
Oh, Williams has 4. He was stuck to him.
Yeah. Great job covering the roll guy.
Darling got into Clark. 2 free throws for Darling. That's the 3rd on Clark.
Yeah, they're all in deep trouble here. Stopping the clock. Getting an opportunity with the free throws. I don't know why you're going to reach in here now. Just go vertical.
By the end of this game, we might need to have a Darius Lane, Remus Kaukanis, Shaheen Holloway, that whole team reunion.
I don't know if they guarded as well as these kids. No offense to them.
That was a great team that they had that went to the Sweet 16. Darling to try to tie the game. He missed it. Rebound. Dayton McCray fell to the ground. Tipped out by Prey. Mitchell at the sideline. Flips it away for Seton.
How about that play? Seton Hall not coming up with the 50-50s now. Just back him in. That's his game. Little deflection. McCray with the hands. Just not squeezing it. How about this effort right now? Love it.
Mitchell
does
everywhere.
It all. Absolutely.
But you're right. I mean, Seton Hall, every coin flip was going to the Pirates in the first half. Shaheen Holloway just trying to hang on. A team that's lost 2 games in a row. UConn and Butler at home. They played very well on the road. They haven't lost a true road game all year.
There's that flex cut, and it works.
Mitchell, power dribble, to score and take the lead.
That's twice they've used it with impact. Well, I think they're saving that coffin corner trap.
For later on?
Yeah, maybe, because I think they could get right after it.
Clark roaming down the lane, swatted by Prey. Follow for Payne, no dice. Rebound, Darling. St. John's has taken a punch all night long and now countering with a haymaker. Seton Hall's made one field goal in 11 and a half minutes.
Now they've always had to rely on their defense.
As they will here, a little shimmy for Hopkins.
Got a left
Sizing
drive.
up Rivera.
There's that spin he loves.
A cyclone won't go. And it's going to be, let's see, it's St. John's basketball, they say.
Good coordination by the referees. One couldn't see it.
It's exactly what you want out of the crew there.
They've been great on these out of bounds, too, getting shots. Watch the screen, the screener.
Sannon, 20 to shoot.
Got to get it to the other side of the floor. Get Hopkins involved.
Darling on skates down the lane. He
How about
got
that? You know he's going to come back to that left hand.
This crowd stands now here at the world's most famous arena.
Where do you go?
Is it Clark creating? Is it Simpkins?
This is the guy I think shot it. Ooh, nice denial
Step
by
in front for Mitchell.
Who else? Mitchell. Oh.
And he threw it away. Prey didn't see the lead pass.
5-on-3 here.
Staten McRae got it to the corner. Simpkins the miss out of bounds. They'll take the timeout at 3:21. You might as well just set up a ring and send everyone into their corners right now.
Should have got better on that. Three guys getting up with a tough shot, but this guy's been all over. His fingerprints on this game have been says spin, the dream, the dish, the finish.
If the Colonel saw the price of a lunch today, he'd have some choice words. But with KFC's $5 bowls packed with all this crispy chicken, he wouldn't have any words at all because his mouth would be filled with gravy and greatness. 5 KFC bowls for just $5 each.
Zepbound may help in your weight loss journey. Once weekly Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off.
Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
Ask your healthcare provider about once weekly Zepbound and check your coverage today at zepbound.com.
The Chevy Equinox EV is more than an SUV. It's your chance to catch up, your quick pit stop, and it takes you further on a full charge. It's your Equinox EV. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Cohen Carr and Flight 55 have been cleared for takeoff in Eugene. Oh, yeah, his 31 dunks lead the Big Ten, and 10th-ranked Michigan State. They wrap up their Pacific Northwest trip next. But first, back to Jason and Raph inside the Garden.
We apologize to Connor Onion and Miles Simon for their Emmy Award-winning Open not airing on FS1 as they had planned at Matthew Knight Arena. This game has flipped on its head in part because of the St. John's bench. Sannon is plus 12 on the floor. Prey is plus 8. Darling plus 7.
It's a mixed bag, really, and I think that's what's going to happen the rest of the year. Whoever is playing well is going to be inserted in the lineup. Zuby resting, maybe at 2 minutes, or maybe the possibility that you mentioned during the TV timeout if they end up losing the lead, something of that nature. But right now, no matter what he has, they have played well, this group.
They've allowed one field goal in the last 12 attempts for Seton Hall. A little pressure for the Pirates. Broken easily by St. John's. Hopkins riding into the front court with Rivera.
I like Mitchell inside somehow.
So did Prey, but he got denied.
He's got a matchup that I think they can take advantage of. He's staying on the perimeter, though.
Darling on the handoff for Sannon. 8 to shoot. Sannon on the drive to Prey's side. Tried to drop it off to him and a miscommunication.
And really no playmaker right there involved.
And that is where this second line, they've been more effective defensively than offensively as Sellers will come back in. And Prey goes to a knee to tie his shoe.
I'm curious if they're ever going to trap in the corner.
Let's see.
Again, individual.
They'll lay off this time, but again, it's available later if Rick Pitino wants to kind of layer the plays here. Through Payne to Clark. Staten McRae somehow got it down there to Payne. What a throw.
Oh, beautiful look. They won the money. Nice little activity off the ball.
Quarterback play the Jets would love to have. Timeout called with Ejiofor at the table.
And why not? Nice little curl here. Spin out. Payne was really a solid player, but plenty of room in the back. Hopkins a little tardy. Nobody got the roll guy. Taking advantage.
That Big East opener, they played Providence, the Big East opener. Payne comes out, first Big East game, 18 points, 16 rebounds, kind of trumpeting himself as a presence down low in this league, which, you know, I mean, that's a great thing about the Big East, is you watch Seton Hall, St. John's 2026, and you can picture Luke Carnesecca, you can picture P.J. Carlesimo coaching in the same type of game we're seeing right now.
Both defensive-minded guys, no question about it. Yeah, but all these league games, particularly this league, it's you know, teeing it up, being well scattered, well prepared. You got to execute because everybody knows your business.
The only difference with PJ is we couldn't have gone in his huddle twice.
No.
Unless we were on paid television.
Exactly. He was made for cable.
I'm sure he's watching somewhere tonight.
I'm sure.
St. John's by 1.
Great run he had. Jerry Walker there.
Great player in the 90s for Seton Hall.
Really done a lot with his life. With the Walker charity. Just amazing what he's done for young people in Hudson County and Jersey City in particular. Terrific player.
Yeah, Team Walker is the foundation.
Yeah. Great guy, too. Loves the game. Played for Bob Hurley with St. Anthony's.
St. John's 15 to shoot. Ejiofor back on. He'll screen for Sellers. 4 fouls for Zuby Ejiofor.
Yeah, trying to get him locked in the lane. They love that.
Darling will tee it up. He missed it. Rebound Seton Hall.
Wow, in a hurry there.
Thought they were looking for something down low.
They were. They didn't give Zuby a chance. He didn't get the right angle.
And St. John's dig in defensively again. And it for Clark. Staten McRae missed it. Didn't need it. He has been quiet in the second half. Hasn't found himself free much.
Had a hand on his face, too.
Down to 1.5 minutes soon. Ejiofor playing with Hopkins.
Loves this mid-post. Great footwork, spin, and elevation.
He puts it in reverse, and he crawls it off the rim.
Look who's there.
Ejiofor is fouled.
Wow. From the rear. Looked like McRae got all ball and may have been underneath. With his bodying up here, gives opportunities to get in position. Look at the white shirts on the inside. And geez, not too many guys better pursuing the basketball than that guy. Zuby to the rescue.
At halftime, St. John's had 7 offensive rebounds. They now have 20, 13 in the second half. That has turned this game inside out. First one is good.
Seton Hall obviously not doing a good job creating space to go get the rebound.
Seton Hall was a menace on the offensive glass in the first half. Now Ejiofor for a 3-point lead. It's good. Where does Seton Hall turn?
There's really no post up without Payne. Look at this
Darling picked his pocket. Darling to the rim for 2.
Wow, how critical was that? In the open floor, he is a feisty, competitive kid. I believe his dad was a football player. He does play as hard.
Watch your wallet when he's around. Simpkins,
Nothing.
no. Got a foul, and they will. 51.2 to go. St. John's may have muscled through a Pirate swell in the first half.
How appropriate for both of these teams, but in particular St. John's, to step it up on the defensive end at critical junctures. And Darling just sets his guy up. That inside hand for the steal. Wow. Big time at the rim as well. This kid is tough. Personified Big Sky Player of the Year.
He was at Idaho State after a couple years as a guard for Washington State. This free throw is no good.
Still plenty of time for your Seton Hall. Score. Get your timeout. Get your defense organized. But again, there really no ideal point guard, pure, I should say, to negate your best defense.
Seton Hall has 18 points after halftime.
Again, you got to do it quickly if you're Seton Hall. That's not their trademark.
Staten McRae has Darling in his pocket. It is Bud Clark on the drive. Whip it out for Simpkins to get a flyby and miss a 3 real long. Offensive rebound.
Wow.
Payne left it short. Rivera the foul of Mitchell. And Seton Hall has gone bone dry on the offensive end.
And it's also caused by a creative defensive scheme. Challenging every shot, every cut, taking away the inside game. And that guy's got them playing this later stages of a game. When you're in a conference like this, what are you going to do the last 10 or 12?
I mean, he's seen every variety of basketball game. Pro, collegiate, European. There's a missed free throw for Mitchell. He's a horse guy. He knows that the final couple furlongs are the most important. That defense you're talking about has been stifling. And we'll see if they can set up shop one more time. Seton Hall 2 for its last 17. Simpkins squeals the brakes and he scores. Timeout. 19.3 to go.
This is one of those where you're on the ball big, trap, and maybe one pass. Jump the passing lane, then give it. You were right, though. The defense of St. John's just took away any offensive flows. Take a look at what's coming up for the Pirates.
They've got a game at DePaul, who's playing some better basketball recently. 3 of the next 5 on the road, but they played well on the road. Shaheen Holloway has his team very ready away from Newark.
They're tough. I mean, they make it a really difficult evening for you to run your action, so they force you to rely on individual ability.
But might as well make your plans for February 6th right now to watch that game. That's going to be for first place in the Big East.
This building will be rocking. And a lot of UConn fans will be here as well.
I was going to say UConn has a lot of pride in bringing stores here. St. John's was down 15, 47-32. Seton Hall scored the first 9 of the second half.
This city's been waiting for this, I think. Place is rocking.
4 NCAA tournaments since 2003. I mean, there has been a drought for St. John's. Rick Pitino has them back in the headlines.
Trying to keep Sandin away from the ball. He's a good free throw shooter.
It is edge of 4. He'll step through and pick up the foul on Payne.
3 seconds. Smart play.
Zuby, edge of 4, lives at the foul line. He's 2 for 2 tonight. He's taken 147 free throws this year.
And he was off kilter a little bit with the fouls all game long. But he does have his hands on everything, on both ends of the floor.
First free throw. Won't go. There was some drama in the miss.
Yeah, there was. Because now you get your press, you're going to be a little more passive, I think, not gambling. Keep everybody in front of you if you're St. John's.
That's why Mitchell comes back in. The length he provides defensively in for Seton. Ejiofor 1 for 2.
And Seton Hall, obviously you love a 3, but I think you got to go to the rim and see what it does for you.
Staten McRae.
Look at
in by Ejiofor. Simpkins across the lane. He gets 2 down there, and it's a 3-point game. That's the timeout. The final one for Seton Hall. Rivera makes it a 3-point game with 3.4 to go.
The key is who takes it out for St. John's. Who's your premier size passer that has the vision? He can run the baseline. I believe Sandon's coming in too. A guy that can make some free throws.
Yeah, he's 82%.
Yeah.
And Sellers is also a great option. He's missed 5 times all year at the foul line.
Looks like Mitchell might be out. And Hopkins, if I'm not mistaken.
He's a very good free throw shooter, 75%. St. John's does have a timeout remaining, as you see the way this game's gone. But you're looking for a trap immediately, see if you can get a steal.
Well, if you're St. John's, you're talking about who you'd like to pass it to and how you're going to catch the ball. Are you going to run through the basketball? You can't just put it up for grabs on the pass. It's got to be a snap pass to the first free man. That is the key. Ideally, you'd love a 5-second violation if you're Seton Hall. So you'll see big on the ball, or as big as they can provide.
St. John's trying to win its 5th straight game.
You got the football lineup here.
Yeah, they're going to
wide receivers.
They're going to go 4 wide, 2 to the left, 2 to the right on 3rd down and 6. This is for the game. Let's see if we can listen to the snap count. Hopkins, and we get a foul before the inbound. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's on Parker. Shaheen Holloway doesn't love it.
Right.
So 2 free throws coming.
These ice it though. One ices it in a way.
Yeah, one should do it. Oziah Sellers this year has missed 5 times from the foul line. He's 30 for 35. One of those misses came tonight.
He's a guy, as the year goes on, I think could provide a big lift. Such a good shooter.
Plays a ton of minutes. His confidence seems like it's grown.
Against Georgetown, great in the first half with his threes.
He has a moment to stop and think in the middle of Madison Square Garden. Mitchell is at the scorer's table. Ron Gruber, the official, is talking to the official scorer. Sellers at the foul line. First one is good. That should do it.
Yeah. I think Mitchell in, I guess, to be big on the ball, maybe.
I think Rick Pitino just said, "Don't foul, please." At least he asked nicely.
Yeah. I think his wish will be handled adroitly.
Second one is there. 65-60. St. John's shuts down Seton Hall in the second half. Simpkins counts the bucket. It's a 3-point game. St. John's has won its 5th straight. Seton Hall loses its 3rd straight. But this was absolutely Big East basketball to a T.
At the best. The old days you got a taste of. Very competitive. 2 outstanding defensive teams. And a lot of variety in that St. John's lineup. He had a mixed bag of guys on the floor frequently during the